Welcome back to another video on the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing one of the final upgrades to Project Yellow Jacket. That's going to be our Assassinators. That's right. That's right. I finally caved in and decided, you know what? We'll get Assassinators. So these are not mounted right now, obviously. I plan on taking these tires off, and I'm actually going to mount them on these wheels first. Setting these tires right next to the cryptids right now without them being mounted at all. They actually sit about the same. Now when you add air, they're definitely going to get bigger, that's for sure. Like you see, they're roughly the same size, but like I said, if you add, once we add air to them, they're going to get bigger for sure. Oh, they're heavy. A couple things I'm going to do before that is once I get these tires off, I'm going to get the scale out here, and I'm going to scale just one of them because they're all the same pretty much. Scale one, and then, we'll throw the Assassinators on these wheels, and then we'll scale it again. I remember watching Diego Perez's video, and they got around, it was like 61 pounds on his scale, but my scale's a little different. The Outlaw 2s, if I remember correctly, were around 62-ish pounds with the MSA M20 wheels, which I think the MSA M20 wheels are heavier than the Can-Am wheels. I'm not 100%. As for ground clearance, this one's kind of hard to justify. I have it sitting in a really bad spot and angle in order to be able to hold it up because I can't hold it with two hands. But it's basically sitting at about 12.5 inches of ground clearance. So Can-Am was 100% right with the spec sheet of this thing. It does sit at about 12.5. I have a feeling that we might be able to get another inch or so. So maybe about 13.5 inches of ground clearance with the Assassinators. Now these tires are the 29 by 8 by 14. These are the skinnies, which are going to be, I feel like are going to work really, really well. Now I wonder if the lug is so big to the point where I can't measure it with this. This is probably a terrible idea. That's a 6. Does that say 6? Yeah, it's 6. So about, what is it? That's 6 inches. Tread depth is no way. Yeah, it's roughly about 2.5-ish. Maybe a little bit more. 2.5 inches of tread depth, which compared to the cryptids, what do these have? An inch? About 1.25 inches-ish, roughly, maybe a little bit more. So these things should pull really, really well. I'm definitely going to be very excited to see how they hold up, and definitely gonna be able to be excited about the tire review video where we go. Taylor and I are going to be going over different tires and stuff like that. I've been trying to keep up and do the best I can. Like I said, because of winter, it's really, really cold right now. I got my heater going on the back wall. But yeah, I'm going to get these tires off. We're going to get some weight on them and, check them on the scale. And then hopefully the tire shop's open today because this is the day after Thanksgiving. And then we can get these tires swapped over and then see what we got. All right, so in the process of taking these wheels off, I ended up breaking my hubs and everything, and now the tires are leaning really bad, and I destroyed my four-wheeler, and I'm just kidding. So I got them all. All the lug nuts and stuff out of them. So I got my bathroom scale out here. This is not the, not the most accurate bathroom scale, I should say. It's not terrible, but if we do both them on the same scale, I believe that it's going to be somewhat accurate. So, darn it. Hit that button right there. I'm going to roll the tire onto it. I'm not holding it at all. We have 55 pounds. Now this tire's got a little bit of mud on it. Just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to add that much weight. Maybe about a pound or two at max. So whatever. So I'm gonna load all these into my truck. I got one Assassinator right here. The rest are in the garage. I'll put a picture up all four, and then Take them all to the tire shop, and then may not get them back today. I don't know. We'll have to see, and then we'll continue. All right, so we're back in the tire shop. Got the tires all mounted up, and they look pretty good. This one's not on yet, but this thing's gonna look freaking ridiculous with these tires. So let's take this one. This is one of the rears. We'll go ahead and we'll weigh it. And also get a measurement as well. I have to let some air out because they're still, I think it got about 14 pounds in each one of these. So they're supposed to run at about 7 psi, I believe. So let's see what weight we get. So we have 55 pounds on the, what was it, on the cryptids. And it's saying 64 for the Assassinators. So, like I said, my scale is a little bit off, about 9 to 10 pound difference, which is roughly what I expected. That's what pretty much everybody else is getting with theirs. I have a feeling we're going to rub in the back for sure. I don't know. We'll have to let some air out, like I said, in the rears and see what we get. So, and I will catch back up with you guys when I get them all mounted and let some air out, and we'll see what they look like. All right, so we got it all mounted. I'm going to do a better shot here in a second of all them mounted, but I just want to point this out real quick. So a lot of people were having like rubbing issues and stuff like that, right? Well, look at this. Let me see if I can fit the camera in here. Look at this. All the people on Facebook group pages said that we were going to rub. I honestly thought we were going to rub, but you can look at both sides and clearly see we are not rubbing at all. There's literally zero rubbing on my bike. I don't know why Diego was rubbing. I don't know. Maybe it's because of how his springs were set up on his preload. But that's just how mine's set up. I haven't adjusted anything at all. It is what it is. Again, like I said, here's your proof. Zero rubbing. Zero rubbing. There's nothing. So there you go, Facebook group page. And obviously the front's clear with no issue at all. Again, these are the 25 nines. 25 what do you call it? Let's see, here we go. 29 by 8 by 14. And yeah, they're not rubbing. So just thought I would do a little clip of that and point that out. We'll get some better shots of the whole entire bike here in just a second. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's take some measurements. So we know that the 30-inch cryptids are actually about 28 and a quarter. I mean, I don't even need to measure to show that. Pretty much everyone knows. It's about 29. My tires are roughly about 29 and a half, roughly. Pretty much exactly what they say when you fill them up the right way. So, yeah. So that's no shocker. Oh, here comes the fun part. So now we're sitting at about what I thought, about 13-ish. About 13 and a quarter. So we got 13 and a quarter inches of ground clearance. So not quite an inch, but you know, whatever. My tires are filled up to exactly around 7.5 psi. If you fill them up more, you can actually get more, more clearance and stuff like that. And I might do that because obviously, like I said, we know that we're not rubbing at all. So we could probably fill the tires up a little bit more. I'm going to ride them the way that they are for now. See how they hold up. But yeah, I'll get them outside so you guys can get a full shot of the bike. All right, so got the bike outside. I'm sorry about the color on my phone. My phone's the only thing I have to record right now. Dude, this thing looks so sick. Got the tiger tail in the rear. Again, these are the skinnies. They're not quite as skinny as what I thought they would be. But the bike still looks freaking absolutely ridiculous. It looks amazing. Got the halos, the front. This thing is just like an absolute beast. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I won't be able to ride this weekend, I don't think, because I think it might be too cold. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I am very excited to test these tires and see how well they do, see how well she could turn them. Like I said, with the CV-Tech primary combined with the DynoJet tune, we should be able to spin them no problem. We should, but I can't make any promises. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and as always, I'll see you next time. Later.